Hello, my darlings. My name is Victoria, and this is Veritas Tarot. Aries, I'm going to be doing your 2022 big read, yearly reading for you. I'm going to be looking at where you are now energetically, the spirit's messages that they have for you, the big messages they had for you. Then we're going to move on to love and relationships, and then career and life path. You may find all of the reading resonates with you, which simply means that your soul's remembering what it already knows. Or you may find that, one of the areas that I'm going to read today is going to resonate with you. It doesn't have to be all three. It just depends on what messages that Spirit wishes to give you today in this present moment. If it doesn't resonate with you, my darling, it simply means it wasn't for you at this time. There's always a reading out there for you at exactly the right time as guided by Spirit. Before I start, I've got a variety of decks with me, but before I start, just to let you know that in the description box there will be the timestamps. So if you wish to jump to either love and relationships or career and life path, you've got the timestamps in there to make that easy for you. I'm also live again tonight for my regular 9 p.m. GMT slot, that's London time, to do my evening with Spirit, your questions answered. And in this reading, in that live, I look to do a general reading for everybody who's watching, and that those that Spirit is intending to watch at a later time. And then I devote as much time as possible towards answering as many questions as possible, pulling cards for as many of you as possible with those that have questions for Spirit. So I do hope that many of you are able to join me tonight for what has become a really lovely Sunday evening time with Spirit. Anyway, let's move forward for the reading. What's come out with you, and straight away, as I've been talking about, is door to romance. Okay, so this is the energetic space that you, my darling, are in right now. There is some protectiveness that you're feeling. Whatever you have been through, there is a protection mechanism that you've got with regards to love, with regards to romance, that you may be hurt again. But Spirit is saying this is a new beginning for you. The door is opening. Now, maybe other doors have closed for you. And don't fear that if other doors have closed for you in the past. It simply means that relationship, that person wasn't for you anymore. It may have been that you have learned things from that relationship, and that door has now closed because energetically you're in a different place. And energetically, you are putting out there the person that you are attracting in. You're saying, this is what I deserve now. Now, what Spirit is saying with this doorway that's open to romance is it's already happened in the 5D. It's done. Whatever you have asked, it's been granted. That's how it works. The universe always says yes. So be very careful where your thoughts are going at this time. Be very careful because, as I like to say, tread thoughtfully, because your thoughts and your words and your actions at this time you're placing in the future. Those are the three rules, the three laws of creation. And it's about you at this time making sure, because you've gone through a lot. So do pat yourself on the back with this, making sure that you are projecting the self-love that you feel for yourself out. So it's about you projecting your self-love, you understanding that you deserve this, you deserve happiness, you're putting yourself first in a very healthy way, but it's about you projecting the love you wish to receive, and then that will attract in what it is that you are manifesting. So that's very beautiful, my darling. So this is new beginnings for you. So let's see if there's another card for you for Aries from this deck. Thank you, Spirit. Oh, that wanted to come out and it disappeared again. Thank you, Spirit. They may have changed their mind. Okay, so what have we got? Wow. Okay, so on the bottom of the deck now, my darling, you have door to Spirit. So door to love and door to Spirit, what a beautiful combination. So for me, this is saying that whatever it is you're doing, you've come to such a place of understanding, of connection. This is a time of real, your intuitive side is spot on at this moment in time. You are really feeling complete. You're feeling in a space of connection, of understanding as well. These new beginnings, excuse me, just one moment. I just need to let my little doggy out. Right, thank you for that. Okay, so this new beginning, this door to romance, this door to self-love primarily, because you have to love yourself first before you can attract in the healthy love that's coming towards you. This new beginning with this doorway to spirit is, I want to show you these orbs here. So you have a lot of guidance at this time, and it's guiding you to a greater understanding of your connection to the 5D, your connection to all that is the omniverse, that you are connected to it. You are a piece of it. You are a piece of divine source energy. That's your soul within you. And whatever, if this is resonating with you, you have had your eyes opened. You have been receiving signs and synchronicities. You've been receiving understandings, and some of it's been a bit weird and some of it's been a bit wonderful. But this journey is a very, it's kind of like a cyclone at times, and it can be very overwhelming at times, but you've done it. These two beautiful doors are opening up for you, and those changes that you have, because everything changes all the time. That's evolution, and evolution only ever goes forward. So all these changes that you've been going through have all allowed for this growth within you, for this self-love within you, for this acceptance and understanding, greater understanding. And it's also, which is so lovely, kind of opened up that third eye chakra. So you have, and please trust this, whatever you're receiving right now, you're very empowered. You have increasing power in your awareness, in your intuition, which I like to call, your higher self thoughts, your soul talking to you. If you are in, if you see yourself as a healer, if you see yourself as somebody who is a helper, a healer, then please trust what it is that you are doing, because there can be doubt that steps in sometimes, and spirit will always give you wonderful signs and synchronicities to show you that what you are doing is true. This is your inner truth. This is your higher self. This is your soul's path as well. This is what your soul intended to do. So please trust you are not an imposter doing this. We can all have imposter syndrome sometimes, but if this is a moment for spirit to talk to anybody listening now that's having a moment of doubt about their healing path, please trust that you are meant to be on this path. It has opened up so much more, not only for you and your connection, but also those that you are, going to help along the way. So that is beautiful. And you've also got adjacent possibilities has come out. So what I'm seeing, this is a beautiful card, and it's one of my favorite cards. When we feel we're on our life path and it's all opening up for us, think about that word opening up. We can sometimes be looking here, okay, and thinking that's where we're going, we're moving forward, but it doesn't work like that. And the universe, God, the omniverse works in weird and wonderful ways. And sometimes we have to take detours, but they're not really detours. They're just another layer of our enlightenment, but they're not necessarily where we want to go. We may think they're a detour, but actually they're part of the divine plan. So be very aware of all sorts of possibilities, opportunities that are coming knocking. Okay, these are other doors that are all opening up for you now, because you have come, everything you've been through has brought you to this place now, and now you're ready to receive whatever it is the universe, your soul intends for you to receive. So be aware, don't just have one intent. Be open and ready. Say, I am open and ready to receive whatever opportunities, whatever gifts, whatever possibilities that the universe has for me. Thank you. I am ready to receive. That's really important. And if you are continuing to focus on one particular direction, it kind of puts up resistance. It kind of makes you a little bit stuck. So just consider there are many unconsidered options. And if you have been receiving something that is not quite what you thought, and it kind of gave you a flicker of, oh God, that's weird, but it's not what I want to do take another look at it, because that may be a divine message coming through to you. And it also talks about that every moment we have, because every moment is a given gift, it's a present moment, gives us that opportunity to think about a change in direction that we may wish to take. Think about, because when we observe and we stand back, then we are able to consider our reactions to things, which are reactions. So it gives us a moment to to consider possibilities or other ways of thinking about things. Everything is happening for us, and it's how we choose to receive it that is the gift. So just be willing, Spirit is saying, to maybe take on a new, slightly different direction, but it's all part of your same life path. Very, very, very beautiful beginning for you, my darling, for Aries. So now I'm going to be losing my romance cards, which I haven't used in a very long time. So this is to move on now to love and relationships for you. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you for Aries. Thank you. Thank you very much. So you have, you deserve love. You are lovable. And that is just a reminder, my darling, about, and you have keep an open mind. So again, this all comes down to daughter love and romance, daughter spirit. Everything is about new beginnings, you waking up, unconsidered options. So you deserve love and keep an open mind. Let me just show you those two cards. You deserve love and keep an open mind. So what I'm seeing with this is, again, it's done. That doorway's opened. Cupid's arrow is already pointing at that soulmate, because here you have keep an open mind, and your soulmate may differ from your usual types and expectations. So they may be slightly more, I have a feeling, and I'm kind of seeing with these cards, that you have a huge sense of humor. You're very open, you're very talkative, you're very lovable. You you do go with the flow a lot. And I think maybe they're just a little bit shy and a little bit reserved, whoever this person is. Now, you may know them or they haven't appeared yet. But remember, you deserve love. You are lovable. It's a reminder to you that the mind, however much we try and protect ourselves, sometimes our mind kind of goes into overdrive. And when you believe, because our mind just retains information from this lifetime, doesn't retain ancient wisdom information. That's our soul. That's why it's really important to listen to our intuition. But our mind simply retains information from this lifetime, and most of it is judged. It's judged data. So if you have been through things that have caused you to feel that you don't deserve, that you're not lovable, that you obviously have done something wrong, no, my darling, everything is exactly as it should be. And any of those experiences, now try and flip it in your mind, if you haven't already, which I believe many of you have, to say, what was that experience my soul brought to me? What was it helping me to understand? What was it? What was the lesson there? What was it helping me to release and let go? Because that judged data is a story you've told yourself or others have told you. And for the most part, when people tell you things, it doesn't come from their judgment of you or their relationship with you. It comes from the relationship they have with themselves. Just makes themselves feel a bit better to say something to you that's negative rather than them actually facing it themselves. But again, they were meant to be part of that path with you in order for you to release and let go. So you are lovable, and spirit has, your soul has already lined somebody up, but they may be different from your usual type and expectations. And there's a big message in there. Your usual type and expectations, your usual type may be somebody who you've had to work very, very hard for a relationship. You've had to put an awful lot of work into it, and with not a lot back coming back. And your expectations have been low because that's what you're used to. So spirit is giving you something different this time. And it's because you've done so much inner work, and you're opening up doorways left, right, and center, and you're allowing things in, and you're believing in yourself, and you're beginning to really love yourself and know what you deserve. Now that's going to exceed your expectations, because you are attracting in at the energy you are in right now. So I'm going to pull an extra few cards for this. Thank you for Aries. Beautiful reading, darling. This is for next year. This is lovely. So what have you got? You've got the Emperor has come out, and you've got the Five of Swords, and you've got the Hierophant. So let's just put those away. So what I'm seeing here with the Emperor, so where they are right now, and this was in my mind as I was talking, they are in a space that is, this is the Emperor here, they're in a space, they are very strong, they're very logical, they think things through at this moment in time. And if this somebody is in your life and you're recognizing, they do also have a tendency, although they're very good and very commanding and people respect them, they sometimes have a tendency to rush forward and sort of do things out of repetition because they like to control things. It's simply a nervousness, a fear within them. So sometimes they can say things or do things that they don't intend to be hurtful, but it is. So, but that is the Emperor card, but it's all 4 kings. They are very much, they've gone through a lot. Now, they also, with the 5 of Swords here, they're learning at this time not to make something out of nothing. This is the 5 of Swords. Somebody is gathering up 3 swords to kind of, because they're ready to protect themselves. They're ready to say what it is they wish to say. And they are reacting rather than responding. But that's an interesting situation. So I want to look a little bit more into this. Thank you. Tell me more about the Emperor and the 5 of Swords. And they're saying the Ace of Swords, which is yes. But through this, they're gaining clarity. Okay. Through this, they're gaining clarity. Through this, they're gaining insight. They're understanding, you know, we don't learn or remember, because our soul remembers what it already knows, necessarily through what people say to us or what we kind of think from ourselves when our mind's going over and over and over things. We learn either through our higher self, our clearest thought that comes in generally when we're not thinking about it, or we learn through experiences. So whatever experiences they're going through right now, and if it is with you, then do allow them the space to do it. They're gaining that insight, they're gaining that clarity. This is a gift at exactly the right time for them. And then that 5 of Swords is turning into a 6 of Swords. And the 6 of Swords is the direction forward, a direction that they know they must go in. So they may be with you right now, or they may be on their way, but this is where they are. So it may not be, this is for next year, it may not be apparent to you, or you are aware they are, but your 2 souls have already agreed this is going to happen. It's like a little bit like a kind of soul contract, a soul partnership, let's put it that way. And this is this sort of truth. So they're going to understand the way forward. And they are impatient as well for changes to happen in their life. They are impatient. They are feeling a lack of in their life. And they are wishing to be more confident about making a right decision here. So give them time, and then that's going to allow for a huge amount of deep healing, a huge amount of letting things go that no longer serves them. I don't feel for most of you, this is somebody that's in your life now. I think this is a process, an experience, whatever they're going through now in another relationship, or coming out of something that's giving them that clarity and that truth about what is important to them as well. So and there we go. Then we have the 10 of Swords. This is no going back. This is the end of something, the beginning of something new. It's about them accepting that change. And I feel this is with a very committed relationship that they're in right now. So maybe you have mirrored them, my darling. Maybe you've mirrored them. Thank you, Spirit. And here you've got the 4 of Cups. Woo, that flew out. Here you've got the 4 of Cups. And the 4 of Cups is the card of them sitting in a space of finding it difficult at the moment to engage with anything. There is something being offered to them here, this Ace of Cups. And for me, this is about them making the right decisions from self-love at this time. But they're going through all of this in order to come into that extraordinary place of empowerment and enlightenment and self-love. And here is you, my darling. This is the Queen of Pentacles. So you've already come to be this queen, and a queen is about being. And the Queen of Pentacles is somebody who has experienced a lot of spiritual truth has gone through some big symbolic endings as well. And now you've really come into a place of making decisions that are right for you, learning to say no, learning to have healthy boundaries, learning to be independent, not codependent upon a relationship. And you are very nurturing, and I can see here with the flowers, you know, everything that you touch sort of blossoms and grows beautifully because of your nurturing approach, and you're wearing green, so it's all done from the heart space, and you don't take chances. And I think this is why that heart in that cage, you've got to let your heart free. When this doorway opens to romance, Spirit is saying, let your heart free, let your heart sing with joy, like a bird being released from a cage. So I think that's really lovely. Anything else? One more card, Spirit, on this. In fact, we're going to pull from my well, there you go. Look at that. They're saying hang. you've got the 10 of Pentacles, you've got Temperance, I can hear you groan, and you've got the King of Wands. This is all down to divine timing, my darling. They're coming in as your king to your Queen of Pentacles as the King of Wands. It does mean that there is time alone, necessary time alone, time to go through a period of slightly licking their wounds, and then to observe and to enjoy their own space as well. I don't feel they've had a great deal of space in their life. This is bringing them into that place that I talked about initially, about somebody who is not quite your type, but understands who they are and what's right for them as well. And they are going to be very passionate. Their attention and action and focus is very much on what is right for you and right for them as well. Spirit is saying Temperance. So have a little patience at this time, my darling. This is all unfolding just how it should do in divine timing. And, you know, with this Temperance card, you are on your right path. You are on your life path. There may be some serendipitous moments. There may be some things that's all lining up just how it should do. And then you've got this wonderful 10 of Pentacles. So this is this relationship of seeing each other, of understanding each other, of listening to understand each other as well, not just to reply, of family, of loyalty, of love, of contentment, of you wishing for them what they wish for them, and them wishing for you what you wish for you. A relationship which is based on balance, a relationship which is not dependent on the other to fulfill something within that person that they haven't got. So what a wonderful, wonderful relationship to appear for you in 2022. So now, my darlings, I'm going to move on to your career and relationships. So we're going to do your career and life path now, Aries, and see what spirit messages have for you. I'm going to start with my animal oracle cards, a different one this time than what I usually do. So let's see what comes out for you. Thank you, Spirit. So you've got the badger and you've got the butterfly. Well, that is just wonderful, darling. So the badger and the butterfly, two bees, bumblebee and bees working hard. And that's what this is. Bring your life into balance, the badger. A lot of black and white here, a lot of yin and yang. You do work incredibly hard, my darling. You do have a tendency to go. You're being a lot more of a human doing than a human being at this time. And actually, a lot of the pathway to success in your life path is not so much trying to make something happen, but in allowing it to happen. When we try so much and we're trying to control it and we're trying to force it to happen like a round plug in a square hole, you are actually putting up resistance. It's about releasing and allowing. It's about saying, if this is for me, if this is intended for me, it will happen. If it's not intended for me, then maybe I'm getting the signs that I should look to do something different. And again, that brings me back to the adjacent possibility cards. So, you know, it's It's about accepting that there will always be solutions to problems, solutions to obstacles, but sometimes those obstacles are being put there in order for us to learn something from it and to move on. So that is a message for you. And then the butterfly, be ready to transform with wisdom. So butterflies, obviously, people are aware they go through a transformational process. So this is about transformation. You may be feeling with your career and life path that you're in a very uncomfortable space right now. That is the cocoon, that is that sludgy things where everything disintegrates. But do remember that that is necessary for change. Sometimes we have to go through things that we thought when we were focused on one particular direction, this is what I want. But actually, sometimes people can be in jobs for a long time and be unhappy in a job for a long time, and then are surprised if they lose that job, because that is what their soul has been, that is what their subconscious has been saying. I don't like this, I don't want this, I want to do something else. So that is your energy, that is the energy that can be emitted, and that's just for some of you, it's not for all of you, but it means that you have allowed your soul again to come free and to be transformed into something else. And it's a very big, clear message in here about doorways opening for you and adjacent possibilities, things that, and again, I want to look at that card because there was something that I was shown initially. You know, sometimes we have to look down as well as up. Maybe there's something that you're not considering also with, this is overall energy, that may be something in your career or your life path that you think, well, no, because that's kind of off to one side, that's not, but maybe you need to do that in order to come to fulfill something within the jigsaw pattern of your life path. And sometimes there are opportunities that we wouldn't look at, that you would kind of feel like they're beneath us. But again, it's a doorway to spirit. It's a doorway. Everything that comes, we attract into ourselves is for our soul's evolution. So do try and remember that. And it's saying here, be ready to transform with wisdom. Be ready to be transformed. So in order to receive, you have to allow, and you know this. So do just keep saying, I'm ready to receive. I am ready to receive. I am, two of the most powerful words you can use, darling, because I am states you are the I am that I am. You are a piece of divine source energy. You are a piece of the omniverse, all that is arranged in a metrical rhythm. And you have the power to cause and create simply by your words, by your thoughts, your words, and your actions. And the greatest empowerment comes from observing yourself, standing back and observing yourself. That stillness that says, I am tired, I am hungry, I am upset, I am this, I am that. That stillness is your higher self, is your piece of source energy. So if you can sit in that stillness, that's going to allow you to really transform and give that stillness as much attention as you do to your doing. Give that stillness as much attention, and it is transformative. So this is where you are on your life path. So I'm going to use now my animal tarot deck. What a surprise to go with my animal oracle cards. But Mother Nature and animals give us such extraordinary messages. And if you are seeing particular animals over and over and over again, there is a message for you there. So Prince of Winter is the Knight of Swords, which has come out. The first message for me with this is that the winter, the swords. Winter is about a rest and rejuvenation time, moving, just things going quiet in order for the new growth, for the seeds of growth to start, for the ground to nurture, for the ground to be ready for the seeds of growth in the spring. So, and this Prince of Winter, this Prince of Swords, is about you leaving something, okay? You leaving something that is not right for you, that was negative for you. You found conflicting, you found the energy just uncomfortable. And this is what your soul has been saying. This is what you've been unconsciously putting out there in the universe. And it is your intent, it is your soul's intent. So because there is a brown horse here rather than a white horse, so the white horse represents your intuitive side, your feminine side, the brown horse represents your masculine side. Spirit is saying things may happen quite quickly. And so please be aware of your thoughts with this process as well. And use that very clever intellect that you have to make decisions quickly. This Prince of Winter says decisive, focused, driven. Okay, it can be impulsive. I don't want you to be impulsive from a reactionary point of view, because then you are reacting. You've done things you've done before, which may create a whole new same cycle. But be renewable. It's like renewable energy. Thank you, Spirit. They're on form today. Renewable energy. Okay, so we're just energy. We're just energy. And where attention goes, energy flows. So Spirit is saying, be renewable energy. Okay, this is beautiful. And move away from something. And if it feels like it's slightly been forced upon you, then accept it, because that is part of your soul's evolution. This is part of the change that you are causing to happen in order for you to have all of these beautiful doorways of opportunities opening up for you. But I feel for many of you, you've made this choice yourself to come away. Okay, so be ready for all sorts of possibilities coming in for you. Thank you, Spirit. What else do you want to say for this reading on career and life path? The Emperor again has come out for you. Okay, so and the Queen of Cups. Right, the Emperor is the funny little deer mouse here. Okay. This funny little deer mouse. So the mouse, first of all, I'm going to talk about the Emperor. So Spirit is saying, use your logic, use your great intellect. People listen to you. You can very much take a leadership role in what you're looking to do, but don't rush in like a bull in a china shop. Okay, this doesn't all happen at once. You don't have to kind of control it out of fear of losing it. It's going to unfold naturally. And also there is a fear within you that sometimes you are, now coming onto the mouse now, that you're overlooked sometimes. Okay, but the mouse is so resourceful, and the mouse only gathers what it needs, and that's a big message for somebody there. You have a great deal of wisdom to offer. You have got here the little butterfly here talking about the transformational process that you're going to go through with this change in your career and life path. And things are going to unravel just at the right time for you, which is beautiful. I want you to look up blueberries. The blueberries are coming out at me. There's something about a blueberry spiritual meaning for some of you here as well. And it also talks about, you don't have to be a lion and roar things. You don't have to be, I'm not going to use, it's not aggressive, but that kind of pushy energy. You don't have to do that. You can say things very distinctly, very beautifully, very gracefully, and very calmly, and people will lean in and listen to you. It's the voice of the mouse. All right, so that's beautiful. And then on the bottom of the deck, you've got the Queen of Summer, which is a Queen of Cups. So this is you. Beautiful energy as the Queen of Cups. Whatever you're looking to do is very noble. It's regal. The Queen owns all the swans, so it's something that's very beautiful, very noble cause. Spirit is asking you to glide down those waters of trust, trusting that there's a lot of stuff happening under the surface that you're unaware of. And that also includes what is happening with you, a big shift, a big change, that deep level healing, that deep level doing, as I'm talking about. So much of our shifts and change happen without us really being aware of it, although we can feel a shift in our energy, a shift in focus, a shift in perception about things, which can be sort of surface level stuff. But it's an understanding that as you glide through this process gracefully, beautifully, trusting that you are being guided to do so, that this is a direction for your soul on its soul's path, then you won't feel fear and anxiety about what is happening, because you've let go. You're going with the flow and you're letting go, which is lovely. And as part of that, as the Queen of Cups, it is an extraordinary time for you to really come into a self-love maturity, a beautiful, beautiful self-love maturity. Spirit is also saying on this card, okay, this is a time of deep emotions and heightened intuition. that you can trust completely, which is what we talked about. Spirit and I passed on the message from Spirit about trusting yourself at the beginning of the reading. Be mindful you don't ignore your own needs whilst caring for others. And that's a very important part of your self-love. And it's not necessarily just caring for others, but self-love is also about saying no when you don't feel like doing something because it doesn't feel right for you. It's also about not having to explain yourself or stepping into somebody's lower energy in order to express things that they just can't hear. It's about choosing wisely, about protecting your energy. Your energy is your most important asset, my darling. Protect it, cherish it, and guard it, just like the swans are protected. So let's see what else. Thank you, Spirit. Oh no, I picked up that. There we go. Okay, and now you've got number 13, which is release here, but this is the death card. What a beautiful, beautiful card here. This is a huge transformational journey for you on your life path and your career. This is about you coming into the beauty, the amazing beauty of who you are with such a sense of achievement and humble pride as well. And people are going to be looking at you and thinking, oh my God, this is amazing. And because it's the death card, it's a time for you to stop telling yourself the stories that you've been telling yourself about yourself and trust that you have a gift. And whatever it is you're looking to do, the universe is on your side. Your soul has already chosen this as a life path. So everything will unfold for you just the way it's meant to. And so it's a time to release that story that you've been telling yourself about yourself, those conditioned thoughts, and move into whatever this is. There's something beautiful, something new. Nothing stops the death card. It is the end of the old, the beginning of the new. And doors have to close in order for other doors to open. And whatever door or doors are closing or have closed for you, the door to romance and the door to spirit and these beautiful new opportunities with your career and life path are opening up. So what a wonderful, wonderful reading for you. I am going to finish with, how did I pull any of, I didn't. Let's have a look. I keep repeating myself. I didn't. Let's have a look. This is my, what is this one? This is not my Energy Oracle deck. This is my Sacred Destiny deck, just to finish off for you. Thank you for Aries. Thank you, Spirit. One last message. Too many cards. So but what has come out, which I will tell you, but I want to just pull one card for you, is transformation, enlightenment, and taking risks. But I just want one card, please, Spirit. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, freedom. Beautiful, beautiful card has popped out for you. This freedom, do you remember I talked about allowing your soul to sing and coming out of a cage? This is this whole self-love, whatever relationship is coming in for you, it's all going to represent your soul has been set free from wherever it is right now. The birds, the birds sing their own song. I think these are swallows, and so swallows are kind of, they're great aerial acrobatics. So you're going to feel just this wonderful freedom and able to just express yourself, your creative expression. Your creative expression is your soul speaking to you beautifully, quietly, peacefully, through all that noise of the mind. That is when you wish to do something, you yearn to do something, you're amazing at doing something, you love to do it. It is your creative expression, could be your artistic expression, but that is an individual representation of your soul's physical experience. So it's representing itself. Every time you have a creative expression, your soul is representing itself, saying, this is who I am in this present moment. So Spirit is saying, make those choices that express your freedom, not your fears. Make choices from hope, from your belief, from your knowing, not from your fears. Be daring, be bold at this, coming in 2022. Would start it now, just start it now, and let go, because that's what's keeping you held back. And it brings us right back to the beginning with this freedom thing. The freedom, the relief comes in letting go of your self-limiting beliefs that you feel about yourself. That is not true. They are just stories that you've told yourself or others have told you. You are going to find your wings, and you do not need that. It comes back to that relationship as well. Historically, you felt trapped in the need to please people. No, that's gone now, because actually when you do things for others and you're not doing it for yourself, then you're just causing energy upset all around. You are coming or have come into a place that you will do things for others, yes, but you do it with no expectations. You do it because you simply love to do it, but you're not doing it in order to make somebody else happy and therefore love you, if that makes sense to you. So you don't have to please everybody. You're never going to please everybody. And everybody's soul that's coming on your journey, it's all part of your process of your soul's evolution, your soul's self-love. Whatever, I'm going to finally say, every relationship, every event, every experience, every person is for your soul's evolution. That includes your life path. That includes your career as well, whatever that is that you're looking to do, the thing that you do. My readings are obviously for you. They are obviously for whoever spirit wishes me to give a message from, but they are also for me. It is for my soul's evolution. I hope that's helped. Anyway, my darlings, I hope it has resonated with whoever's been guided to come and see this yearly reading. You've got a beautiful year ahead of wonderful change. Embrace it all, my darling. And I look forward to seeing as many of you as possible tonight at 9 o'clock, London GMT. So do check your time zones. So much love. Bye-bye.